let me try it again. I'm going to copy this, and then I'm going to right click here and paste special, and it lets me transpose my data. So I don't really want it going across the page. I want it going down like this. So I didn't have to retype that. It transposed it for me, which is nice. Okay. All right. So I want to make a scatter plot, and it's just like any other chart that we've done. First thing I'm going to do is highlight the data that I want to graph, and I'm going to go to Insert, Chart. I want a well, it has scatter right here, and we'll go ahead and just select the one without the lines. Okay, so there's our scatter plot. I might, in this case, because we've got a good bit of data, and then it's all kind of scrunched right there between 250 and 350. I might decide to change my scale a little bit. So I'm going to double click or right click on my scale and see if I can format my axis. Maybe I want my minimum value to be 250. Okay, and so that goes from 250 to 340. It gives me a different picture. Okay, I don't know if it's better or worse. It might be a little worse, but the data's more spread out. So I'll kind of leave that to you. But that's my scatter plot. Of course, I would make sure that I've got an appropriate label on my axes. Okay, you all know I'm picky about that. All right, so I'd put a title here, a title here. Okay, and why there's that, I don't know. Let's just delete it for now. All right, so what I really want to know is, well, what's the regression model? And so I'm going to right click. Well, first I'm going to click, then right click. And you see there's an option here that says Add Trend Line. That's all you have to do. You select the appropriate type of model, linear, and I want them to display the equation and R squared on my chart. And I'll go ahead and say Close. And so it draws the line, and there's my model. All right, which does not look like what we just got. I know why. Because we didn't, I didn't swap the values. So in this case, basically it's looking at these gallons as my X's and the miles driven as my Y. Okay, but obviously we know it should have been swapped around. So you might need to move your data around or tell it something different in order to fix that. But I'll leave it like that for now. But that was pretty simple, right? The only other thing I'm going to ask you to do is calculate a couple of means and standard deviations. So the formula for average is equals average, parentheses, and you highlight the numbers that you want to average. There's the average. Okay, equals standard deviation is STDEV. Okay, highlight the numbers that you want the standard deviation of. Okay, there's the standard deviation. Okay, if you wanted to know the max or the min, equals max. Highlight the numbers. There's my max, equals min. Highlight the numbers. There's the min. Okay, so it does all of that for us very quickly and cleanly, and so you can do it too.